the world of martial arts, there is a sharp divide between the mystical past and the scientific present. For decades, Aikido was whispered to be a secret art, a spiritual path where victory was found in non-resistance. But one man, a genius of both the mat and the classroom, believed that even peace must be tested in the fire of competition. He was Morihei Ueshiba's top disciple, a survivor of the frozen Siberian gulags, and a scholar who looked at combat through the lens of physics. His quest to modernize the samurai spirit would lead to a heartbreaking schism with his master. This is the story of Kenji Tomiki, the rebel architect of modern Budo. The Waseda tapes. History is often recorded in dates and battles, but the true history of the human spirit is written in the dojo. On January 4, 1974, at Waseda University, an elderly man sat down to record his life's work. This was Kenji Tomiki. He was a man who stood at the crossroads of two worlds, the vanishing world of the samurai and the rising world of modern science. He was the first student to be awarded an 8th Dan by the founder of Aikido, yet he would become the most controversial figure in the art's history. Today, we peel back the layers of this martial genius, the scholar, the prisoner of war, and the rebel who dared to turn the art of peace into a competitive sport. The giants of the Meiji era. Born on March 15, 1900, Kenji Tomiki was the son of a wealthy landowner. But his strength did not come from his status, it came from struggle. As a young man, he was struck down by tuberculosis, spending 3 years bedridden. During those years of silence, Tomiki didn't just survive, he analyzed. He studied the mechanics of the human body, a skill that would later define his Budoron, or martial arts theory. In the 1974 interview, Tomiki reflects on his two great mentors. First, Jigoro Kano, the founder of Judo, who modernized martial arts into an educational system. But there was also the shadow of Sokaku Takeda, the head of Daito-ryu. Takeda was a terrifying figure of the old world. He was a man of deep distrust. Tomiki recounts how Takeda would greet guests by grabbing steel chopsticks like weapons, shouting, "Who is there?" Takeda was a warrior of the warring state's mindset, someone who saw enemies everywhere. Tomiki's challenge was to take this raw, violent heritage and find a way to make it useful for a peaceful society. The change of heart. In 1926, Tomiki met Morihei Ueshiba. He witnessed something revolutionary, Kokoro no Tenkon, a change of heart. Ueshiba had taken Takeda's brutal techniques and infused them with the spiritual peace of the Omoto religion. Ueshiba's mantra was simple: Budo is love. Tomiki analyzed this transition like a scientist. He realized that when a warrior reaches the peak of technical skill, they face the ultimate question of life and death. To move past the animal instinct of kill or be killed, one must find a spiritual ground. Tomiki called this wa no Budo, the Budo of peace. He looked back to the Edo period, where the famous Kai-shu Katsu negotiated the transfer of Edo Castle without a single drop of blood being spilled. This, Tomiki argued, was the true goal of a martial artist, to help people and save lives. But how could this spirit be taught to the masses without becoming a mere dance? Tomiki believed the answer was through the Coubertin principle, the same Olympic spirit that modernized the West. Siberia and the Great Schism. The fires of World War II sent Tomiki to Manchuria to teach the elite Kempitai. In 1940, he made history as Ueshiba's first 8th Dan. But the end of the war brought a different kind of trial. Captured by the Soviet Red Army, Tomiki spent 3 years in a Siberian internment camp. In the freezing cold, deprived of everything, he practiced his unsoku footwork and tegetana hand blade exercises every day. It was his anchor to reality. When he returned to Japan in 1948, he was a professor with a radical vision. He saw that Aikido was becoming too one-sided. If the partner is just a dummy who doesn't resist, the training is no longer real. He introduced competitive randori and the rubber tonto knife. He wanted a scientific Budo, where the spirit was tested by resistance. This led to a painful split with Ueshiba and the Aikikai. To them, competition fed the ego. To Tomiki, competition was a laboratory for the soul. He defined 3 fields of violence. The first is injury, the second is disabling, but the third, and his ideal, was controlling violence without causing any injury at all. This was his sport Aikido. The immortal professor. Kenji Tomiki passed away on Christmas Day, 1979. He died leaving behind a legacy that still sparks debate today. He was a man who believed that the sword that saves lives is greater than the sword that takes them. He took the hidden secrets of the samurai and brought them into the light of the university. Today, Shodokan Aikido stands as a testament to his courage, a bridge between the ancient warrior and the modern citizen. Kenji Tomiki taught us that harmony is not found in the absence of conflict, but in our ability to master it with a good conscience. History didn't just happen to Tomiki. He was the one who had the courage to rewrite it. History didn't just happen to Kenji Tomiki. He forged it with his own 2 hands. And in the silence of dojos from Tokyo to London, his echo remains: practice with logic. Fight with heart. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories from the world of martial arts. See you in the next video.